Alabama backdrop. So Nick, let the GOAT in the locker room and do this little quick interview. Make sure you go watch the latest episode of Bro versus Bro podcast where we go at it. We talking about Alabama. We talking about Michigan. Of course, we're talking about LeBron James. All on Bro versus podcast on CGY Sports YouTube. And I am Coach T Flow, CGY Sports commentator, and I've been following ball games all my life. And we come from a fan's perspective when we comment or we debate upon these games. So we're not trying to confuse you with all the mumbo jumbo that the analysts and former players use. We just looking at it from a fan's point of view, what we saw. And what we saw in that last play was a complete breakdown by the O-lineman, two of the O-linemen. One was the center, and one I think was number, what I got it wrote down here. I think it was 65, number 65. Kid name was J.C. Latham. It was crazy because he got manhandled by the Michigan defender. So if you look right here, well, this is the last play right here. This is the last play of the game. And then, looking at it from this angle right here, you see Milroe gets the ball, and then boom, okay, boom, play's over. But if you look at it again, we're gonna rewind. If you look at it again, Milroe, when the ball is hiked, is so low just to stabilize it, he has to take a step back. Off top, football is a game of timing. We are wasting time stepping backwards. Milroe is stepping backwards. He took a step back, secures the ball, proceeds to run forward, and voila. The old lineman got bum rush, but he just teed off on him and just all his momentum swung his leg. And I actually think the kid got injured because if you look at the play, well, before the camera pans, he's clearly grabbing his leg. I don't know if it's no hope he's gonna get well soon, kid. No, I hope it wasn't a serious injury. But this kid is what is it? He's 6'6", 360 pounds. The defender is 6'1", 245. And in a play of that intensity, you let that defender get that much momentum to push you back into the backfield, off your feet into your quarterback. Not to mention low snap by the center, which messed up the timing. Well, Milroe has to actually step back to secure the ball, then proceeds to run straight. Then he gets clipped up by his own lineman. I mean, it wasn't a bad play call, y'all. Everybody saying it was a bad play call and the OC needs to be fired. I disagree. Now you put it in the comments and make sure you subscribe first, cause we're gonna argue. We gotta support the hustle. But you put in the comments and you tell me why it was a bad play. They had just ran this play earlier and he broke one. But when you have and the center had been making bad, and I'm the type of person, team loses, but players can influence a game. And this center, all those bad snaps throughout the course of the game, the old lineman missing assignments, the kid got sacked 6 times. 6 sacks. So, I mean, the odds was against Milroe. Not to mention, he didn't have his best game either. Let's just keep it 100. He didn't have his best game either. Missed some easy throws, fumbled dang in the open field trying to do too much instead of just run. You bigger than these DBs, man. You like LeBron out there trying to cross somebody up. Just run, man. Put you a move, and if you don't bite on the move, just keep running. You did too much, man, and that was a costly mistake. Missing running backs out there, running real routes and little hitch routes and stuff with them. I mean, just easy. What we perceive as easy, I should say. What we perceive as easy in college football is, I'm sure that it's just more dynamics to that, especially playing in a game of this caliber. But Milroe has to take some blame too and missing some easy throws. But that last series, the last play failed because of the O-line. And it wasn't all of them, but it was definitely 2 of them. It was that outside, that right tackle, and the center. That's what busted the play up. If you got 2 O-linemen, it's a difference when one O-lineman is the cause. But if you got 2 O-linemen who are at fault during a play of that caliber, with everything on the line, all the odds were against them at that point. So don't be mad at Milroe. Don't be mad at anybody. It is what it is. But if you have to point fingers, if there are fingers to point, you point the fingers not at the OC, not at Milroe. You point them at that right tackle and that center. You let that right tackle got beat by a man almost 100 pounds lighter than him. Got him off his feet, twisted him, and dropped him. Come on, man. You let that man manhandle you, man. Anyway, drop it in the comments. What do you think is the reason the last play for Alabama failed? What do you think? Do you blame the coach? Do you blame the OC? Do you blame Milroe? Who do you blame for? Drop it in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to CGY Sports on all platforms: Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Peace.